Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are out at the launch pad at the Kennedy Space Center with an old KR-1 rocket topped off with another lunar mapping satellite to correct my previous mistakes. Go ahead and start the ignition sequence. Those were RD-275s. I think we probably got that wrong. Nope. They're probably the 253. I don't think we were able to upgrade. No, we did upgrade them to 275s. That's right. So a whole redesign of this rocket, I think I did a very short while ago. What? I've added a few things since our last episode, namely engine lighting, which is causing some of these neat lighting artifacts that we're seeing now. I think that adds a little bit more. I added some texture packs, but haven't had much of a chance to play around with those yet. But they will be, hopefully, provided they're not all just a complete waste of time, showcased in future episodes. So we're going to probably speed through the rest of this launch. This is a fairly reliable launch vehicle at this point. I really could have done with something cheaper like Modular R8 for this, like I did for the first map set, but I decided that the excess delta V provided by this one would probably not go unnoticed, considering my propensity to fly past maneuver nodes and do things that are way off kilter. So I'll be spending some time trying to keep myself on an appropriate relative inclination and trying to get this thing into orbit at the same time, walking into the bubblegum. Not very good at it. So anyway, I will see all of you in orbit. Well, insufficient avionics. That's new. Well, hopefully we'll hit orbit after our avionics. Ah, good. Avionics has been restored. That's excellent. Alright, our periapsis is kind of skimming the atmosphere, but our burn is going to be at our apogee, as we can see here, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, let's see if we can just make the burn at our add maneuver at our node. That would be neat, because then we can adjust to come in on a polar trajectory, which would be even better. Alright. Focus. And KSP stuttering a bunch. Not unusual. That doesn't seem to be adjusting quite the way I want it to. Let's see what happens. Nope. Still puts us on the far side. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and go for collision course. We're going to have to make these adjustments later, seeing as how none of our axes seem to be really doing it for us. Okay, we can... I know there's some RCS thrusters on this too. Okay, good. Hydrazine is disabled. How much do we have left here? 30 some odd. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Alright, backspace. That is the most useful trick ever. Hit backspace to focus view back on your spacecraft, on the active vessel. Absolutely amazing. Alright. Bring up our maneuver node. We can probably... Are we going to have signal there? We should, right? Ooh, maybe we won't. Well, how far is it? 30 minutes. I don't know if they're going to rotate enough in 30 minutes. Maybe we'll be burning a little early. Ooh, maybe we'll get a relay through a satellite. That would be neat. Guess not. Oh, I do have antennas on this thing. Alright, and since there's going to be a staging event in the middle of this, we're going to start this burn. Well, it's no longer early. We're actually now late. But we do have signal, which is awesome. That we do need. Alright. How are you guys doing? Very stable. Even better. So, let's go ahead and light them up. And we're going to just dump the rest of this RCS out the back. Yeah, all this rocket for this tiny little orbiter. It seems weird, right? Totally placed the solar panels on the wrong side, too. Crap, our antennas didn't deploy. That could have been a huge problem. I swear I ran the boot sequence. The solar panels extended. I had just assumed they worked. Well, good thing we noticed that. Eek. Our old familiar AJ-10. Doing the last little bit of push on this burn. Again, we'll be doing our circularization and hopefully most of our insertion, so that this little guy can just have a bunch of fuel to do nothing. I wonder if those solar panels, if we orient this thing, if we can just keep this whole spacecraft together. It's a thought. Oh no. We've got a loss of thrust on our engine. That's... God damn it. Oh no. Alright, well, we have an encounter. How bad of an encounter is it? It's impacting, that's fine. So let's set ourselves a node. No. I can't click anywhere on the blue line. That's awesome. Scheiße. Alright. We are probably going to make the corrections once we're in the SOI anyway. I know it's not nearly as efficient, but I'll have to do, considering waypoints are being all wonky. That is... Man, that is an impact trajectory. Okay, what are we doing? There we go. Nowhere near polar. Come on. That's more like what I'm talking about. We need to be below 500 kilometers. for our scanny stuff to even work. 519, 484. We'll take that. Although again, not quite polar. And these adjustments are not working. That's fine. We will correct it once we're there, because that's so totally easier than fidgeting around with all of this nonsense. I'm just trying to get everything set up appropriately here. 373. Maybe I should be more concerned with my Delta V, since that engine is probably going to fail. 396, we'll leave it there. Ah, tough call. All of these tough calls. What's our electric charge? Is showing a drain. That will probably stop once we are in Timey Warp. So let's jump to Timey Warp. And you know what? We had a contract for sciencing data from space around Earth. Oh, how do we not have that? How do we not have a telemetry analysis from space high? We should have had that like 50 times over. Alright, well, we got science, and we completed a contract. I can only assume. Let's check. Yeah. Science data from space around Earth, sounding rocket high, sounding rocket medium, and this vessel is complete. Well, that's just pretty. Maybe we'll make that our screeny. No, can't get, we can just barely. Huh, Earth, and the Moon, and Jupiter off there in the distance. That's nice. Okay, back to business. Let's get our RCS turned on. Alright, and get ourselves oriented. And just hope to all that is high and holy this engine doesn't fail. Because, oh man, this will be the second time that I haven't been able to complete this contract because of dumb things. The first one was me. The second one would be an engine failure. God, that's so frustrating. Okay. Oh, yeah. Warped past it. Yet again. Oh, but the node has shifted. Not much, huh? What is this node telling me I need to do? Where is this node? Oh God. Alright, we're gonna have to plot another one because I don't trust that anymore. Thank God it's working though. Oh, come on. That looks actually very polar. 424. Let's get ourselves angled in. That's going to be our apogee. We just need to burn in the correct direction, which we were facing, turns out. Good for us. Ullage. Alright, we're stable. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. And really, I guess I don't technically need it to do my orbital insertion. Ah. 413. We're going to leave it there. Good enough. Alright. Orbital insertion burn. Plot that node. .430 and 297. Not quite what I want. 274. I mean, it'll work. And 455. So that's what we're going to do. So for as long as that engine doesn't fail us, what's our charge looking like? We're showing a 0.2 draw, but we'll be okay. We can manage. What's the batteries in that looking? Perfect. So we can deorbit that thing if we need to, and I guess I am hoping to, because otherwise it's just latent junk. It's not the version with the antennas on the bottom, so it doesn't do us any good as a relay. Yeah, it's just latent floaty junk. So let's try not to fly past our node, huh? Let's get a perspective that works. Okay, node in 14 minutes. Burn will take 7. It says. I'm really bad at this. I should just use tools for these sorts of things, but I don't know. I remember KSP before there were mods to do this stuff, and I never actually relearned. Although, man, it's so much easier just telling Mech Jeb warp to node. We're using the warp to node button. Alright. We are within threshold. Ullage. And go. So I'm wondering if this delta V calculation includes our loss of thrust as well as this one here, because that dropped from 7 minutes to 2. That's probably, well, we're within usable range of the scanner, so it can't be, it wouldn't be bad then if this ended up being our apogee. Apiloon? Yes. But as long as that engine doesn't fail. Alright, 499 by 196. Nowhere near what I would like it to be. Obviously. So when we get around to our apogee, we're going to burn a little bit to raise our perigee. And then we're going to deorbit our... Actually, let's just go ahead and separate now. Let's unlock this. 527 meters per second of delta V required to do that. Let's see how much it's going to take. It can't be that much, really. Like, that's almost getting yourself out of the SOI, right? Alright, 352... 415, that's not bad. 42 meters per second. We can totally handle that. So, our first step is going to be to make sure that has charge. It does. Then we will unlock this hydrazine here and decouple. There it is. Now, while we still have control of this thing, we can't really maneuver very well in a linear fashion because of the offset of the thrusters. Seem to be working okay. Alright, back to rotational. Aim to retrograde. Ullage. See if we can't get clear of the satellite first. I don't want to ruin this mission by accidentally ramming into it. And fire. We're just going to bring our periapsis down to something collidable. 887 meters. That looks good. How long until that happens? 49 minutes. How long until our node? Which really we can swing past it. Who cares? 41 minutes. So, oh no, wait, that's our periapsis. We're not making our maneuver until our apoapsis. So we totally have time to watch this smash into the ground. I wonder if we can land it. I really wonder if we can do that. Just land a junk stage for no apparent reason. Alright, let's do it. So, let's warp a bit. I know that engine is kind of junky. But on paper, and I'm pretty sure Mech Jeb hasn't accounted for any of it yet, on paper it's got enough. So maybe we can. Ooh, and there's some daylight. And we still have a connection. That's pretty cool. When do you think we should turn on the engine? 35? I need to... Oh, there goes the sun flare. There it is. That's kind of neat. Alright. How bad can we pork this up? Alright, let's just do it now. Say our orbit being polar, I'd expect our prograde and retrograde markers to be closer to the 180. Guess I'm wrong. Bless your infinite ignitions, sir. Yeah, we're totally not slowing down very fast. Dropping like a rock, though. Oh, man, did we lose even more thrust? Yeah, we're getting 7.5 kilonewtons out of this thing. What does... Performance loss. That's all you're going to tell me. Alright, fine. That is one hell of a performance loss. So yeah, we're not even slowing down anymore. Oh, engine failure. Well, no ignitions remaining. Got infinite ignitions. Yep, it finally died. I don't think this is going to work the way we want it to. But that doesn't mean we can't watch it happen. Just above the moon's south pole. I would reckon that we can get some signs from that. Sure enough. Yeah, so we're just gonna let this thing burn down. Lots of hydrazine. Yeah, looks like that hill there is gonna be our resting place. So we'll just watch it take this in. It could have been lovely. And it rang like a bell. Alright, I'm going to make that adjustment off camera. It's pretty routine. I don't expect anything to go wrong with it. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see all of you tomorrow.